That went off the rails
That did.
so quickly,
That
and my
did.
brain was trying to come up with a joke, and it was just like, nope, you're just screwing yourself over here, bud.
Oh. Rhyme or free, it doesn't matter to me. It's my bad poetry. Good day, and welcome to My Bad Poetry, a podcast where we do a deep dive into our poems from youth, yesteryear, or even yesterday. Always asking the question, why in the world did I write this? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Dave.
And this week, we are finishing up the loose leaf collections. These random poems from my youth.
I like that this is a collection of, like, being tied together by the fact that it's not a collection.
Yeah, it's just
like, this is a collection of random crap. I love it.
But it was kept in a box of my schoolwork from, first grade through high school, and we got all these loose leaf poems out of it. So, yeah, this is the last one. And before we get to that, Dave, how about you bring us into the realm of bad poetry with whatever you
No thanks.
Oh,
let's,
okay.
Let's just move on to yours.
Sounds good. Well,
so this is a poem called Halloween.
Ooh.
The pumpkins are lit. The lights are on. The candy is prepped. The day is here. Kids are nuts. Teens are driving crazy. No one is listening. This day needs to be over.
How much snow did you guys have yesterday?
Too much.
Okay, yeah.
Like a surprising a lot of it.
None of ours stuck. We had a lot of heavy snow middle of the day. Oh. But we were able to take our kid out on kind of a truncated walk. We didn't get to as many because it was cold.
Not a trunk or treated.
No, we did that on last Saturday.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I was just trying to bring it full circle.
I appreciate the effort, yeah.
Like the wheels that cars are on. Mm-hmm. I got nothing, bro.
Well, did you take your kids out in the cold?
We did. We did. It was good. We were Mario.
Aw.
So my son was Mario, my daughter was Princess Peach, I was Bowser, and my wife was Yoshi.
Perfect.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, that's nice. That is nice.
What did you dress up as, Aaron?
Nothing at all. I don't.
You dressed up as a boring person who doesn't enjoy life?
Yeah.
Says the guy who just wrote a poem about how much he hates Halloween.
Yeah, you were the one who was saying the day needed to end.
Oh my gosh, I hate Halloween. I'm sorry. It is my least favorite holiday.
Yeah, it's not my favorite either. I know some folks though that it is their favorite, and more power to them. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Well, Dave, like I said, we've come to the end of my found poetry. So luckily we do have 2 guests lined up for the next 2 weeks. And then beyond that, it's kind of up in the air, just similar to last year with the end of the Wolf Journal. We'll see what happens. But we have saved this one for last because you said it'd be fascinating to see what an edit to an Aaron poem looks like. I will tell you, it is not much. Okay. And I will also say, this is rough. Okay.
You have really come very far along in this podcast in selling yourself as a true poet. Just, this one is bad.
So what we have here today is the edited poems. And the more I look at it, the more I think that these are like 2 separate poems with the same start and ending. The last one, I decided to make it a bit of a riddle. I ask a question, and I want to see if you can get to it first before the poem tells you. Ready?
I think so.
Okay, here's the question. What flied around and hummed in your ear? It has a name that rhymes with deer. D-E-A-R.
spear, weir, sheer, clear, mere,
Ready?
fear.
It's a deerfly, you said. So then I drowned it till it was dead.
I would like to make the longest fart noise in the history of the universe because it feels like that is the only appropriate response to that poem.
It's okay. Well, here's the first one. What flied around and hums in your ear, it bit your head while in the pool. It's a beer fly, because I flipped my D, you said. So then I down it till it was dead. I wrote over the B with a new D.
So to be clear, that was the edited version.
No, that was the first version.
That was the first version.
Yeah,
Okay.
The edited, what I first read to you was the complete edited version.
Okay. It was better.
Okay, here's the carrot additions to the first draft.
Okay.
What flied around and hums in your ear, it has a name that rhymes with deer. It bit your head while in the pool, that nasty old fool. It's a deer fly, you said, so then I drowned it till it was dead.
Flew.
I know.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You corrected some things and really just didn't correct anything.
The right things. No. So, Dave, does Deerfly rhyme with deer?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it does not. You chose to rhyme deer with deer. No. And also, the word is deerfly, not deer. Because if you had a deer going around your ear, you would be in serious trouble.
This is true. Do you have deer flies in Minnesota?
We have horseflies. Are they the same thing?
I kind of feel like that's what I meant in this. I need to Google and see if I was actually talking about horseflies the whole time, because wouldn't that be a fun...
There was something that flied around your ear and it rhymed with schwarschquai.
Okay, deer flies are a thing.
Okay.
They are blood-sucking. Okay, never mind. Yeah. They're large flies, brightly colored compound eyes. Okay. That rhymed. I
was going to say, I like that the Google definition of a deer fly is better poetry than what you just read.
So for those of you who don't know, who don't have the fortune of knowing a deer fly or a horsefly, those huge things that would come out in the summer and land in your hair and just attach to your forehead and just suck the blood out of you.
Ugh.
It hurt. It was awful.
Yeah.
And so my vindictive poetic self decided to write a poem, an ode, you might say, to drown it dead.
Now, here's another interesting thing. So, most bugs, well, I guess not bugs, but most insects don't breathe through their mouth. They breathe through spiracles. Mm-hmm. And so they don't actually breathe a ton in because they don't technically have, like, full inflating lungs. So, like, ants can survive in water for days at a time. Did you actually drown a horsefly, or did you just slap it onto the water like a monster?
I'm not quite sure if I ever did capture a horse or deer fly in the water. Okay. All I remember is that these things would be the most prevalent around the public pool or the pool at church camp. So, I mean, two of the only outdoor pools I ever really frequented. So I guess my memory of this fly is deeply attached to poolside.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen a horsefly? A horsefly? A horsefly? Have you ever seen a horsefly? I don't think you have.
What poem is that?
Did you never sing that song?
No.
You do like a noun that has a verb at the end. So like, have you ever seen a... Wow, I cannot think of a single other thing that this works with.
Short song.
I am coming up 100% blank.
Like,
Yeah, it's have you ever
like
seen a horse fly, a horse fly, a horse fly? Have you ever seen a horse fly? I don't think you have. Or like a dragonfly.
catfish?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Have you ever seen a catfish?
Thank you.
Okay, I get the premise now. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for getting
Yeah.
it when I didn't, even though I was the one who brought it up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what they say about podcasting? Make sure there's a lot of dead air.
Mm-hmm. Like as dead as this fly. Yeah, so I have to say this is probably 3rd grade.
Sure.
Yeah. The spelling is all over the place. And wow, it's like said in the first draft is SIED, said in the quote unquote final draft is SEID.
Yeah. You even spelled flied wrong. Like
Yes.
you used the wrong word and spelled it wrong.
I did, yeah. Rather than what flew, I did what flied, and no, it's not with an I, it's with a Y.
Intentional choice.
Okay.
So that you could keep fly in there.
Ah, it was to foreshadow the
Yes.
big reveal that rhymes with deer is in fact a deerfly.
The thing that doesn't rhyme with deer.
How desperate was I to find something to rhyme with deer that I completely forgot that the word itself is fly.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't even find another word that rhymes with deer. I found the exact word, a homophone. Now, okay, is a homophone a rhyme?
Homophone.
Say homophone.
With an N.
Homophone.
No, it is not. It's the same. Because rhyming is about the sound of something. And they have the same sound.
Not the same. Okay.
I would say it would be like rhyming love with love.
But what about if rhyme itself is spelled without an H? Maybe I'm talking about something entirely different here.
The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
This is the surface of the water. Rhyme is the surface of the water.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You see, the pool imagery is everywhere in this text. It is a name that on surface level looks like deer. Now, I might have used... Yeah, it's not going to work.
No, it will not.
I do think it's funny that when I rewrote it, I missed that nasty old fool exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. But that is supposed to rhyme with the while it bit your head while in the pool.
Yeah.
That nasty old fool. I cut that entire 2 lines out. Should I have done that, Dave?
Yes.
Oh. I would say that that's probably the best rhyme of the poem.
It's the best rhyme of the poem, but it also completely destroys any meter that you have or any, like, you add a rhyme, but you destroy the rest of the poem.
Okay.
Dear listeners, Aaron is currently trying to count the feet and the meter of this poem, and it is not going well.
It's not going well. Also, of all the poems that we have ever looked at, I loved enjambments. I loved line breaks. This, which has a clear rhyme scheme that I'm going for, uses none of that. It's written like a prose poem.
Yeah.
I'm telling a story about how I drowned this dumb fly. Which I didn't even do. This is wish fulfillment. Um,
You could easily turn this into a limerick,
okay.
and it
That-
would make, like, at least then you could be like, yeah, it kind of works.
Well, that seems kind of fitting. You've always brought limericks to this show. We should
I
try.
have never used limericks. But, Aaron, there once was a man from
Nope.
Nantucket.
Okay. There once was a fly. Okay, what's you're the limerick expert. What's the line? 7? 77557?
I've never actually counted. I usually
What?
just go by feel.
Oh my gosh.
It's because I'm a lyrical genius, Aaron. I don't need to count. I just let it flow through me like diarrhea.
Oh no.
There once was a fly that rhymed with fly. And deer was the first part of the fly.
Oh no. Okay. There once was a fly by a pool who
bit
flew-
your head, silly old
no,
fool?
no. It doesn't have to be that close. Who flew too close to a fool. Ouch, the boy said as it bit his head. Then it was drowned in the pool. Oh, wait, no, I rhymed pool with pool.
Yes, you did. You fool. What a tool. I can't believe that Aaron couldn't follow one rule.
Ooh. This Halloween candy made me drool.
Okay, now we're done.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. This is an unsalvageable work.
Yeah. Garbage.
Okay.
We'll say.
Well, good. Oh, but Dave,
Yeah?
of all the lovely times I've asked you good or garbage over these last 2 years, 3 years, however long this has been, this eternity.
This Sisyphean task.
I gave you a poem about a fly. And I could have done something about like how flies love garbage.
I was going to go a different direction because flies also love crap.
Oh,
This is not garbage.
this is crap.
This is crap.
So, fly works both ways. Here we go. We're going to end this week with the words of a true poet, this time coming to us from William Blake. The poem's called The Fly. The Fly. Little fly, thy summer's play my thoughtless hand has brushed away. Am not I a fly like thee, or art not thou a man like me? For I dance and drink and sing till some blind hand shall brush my wing. If thought is life and strength and breath, and the want of thought is death, then am I a happy fly if I live or if I die?
Nice.
Yeah. I almost went with John Donne's The Flea,
No?
which is, again, I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. When I researched John Donne in high school for a poetry project, The Flea is one of his more famous early works before he was converted. And so it's erotic poetry. And the argument of this gentleman in the poem is a flea has bit you and a flea has bit me. So our bloods are mixed together in him. Let's get together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an abridged version, but I thought
You and your creative mind, Aaron.
I thought The Fly was more fitting for this Deerfly.
Well, I was just thinking you would have gone with something like Patrick Warburton's The Tick.
Isn't that a graphic novel?
Yes, it is. But it was also a TV show starring Patrick. Is his name Warburton? I don't remember his name.
I don't know.
Kronk?
Yes, I knew that. But
Oh, okay. Whatever. But yeah, he played the Tick, and it was phenomenal. It was one of the worst shows I've ever seen, and I have watched all 12 episodes many times.
So you're saying that is poetry in motion? This has been My Bad Poetry.
Now go swat a fly away and try and drown it while writing your own bad poetry.
Should we advocate for the death of flies?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't
Really?
like flies. They're gross.
I don't know. I mean, all God's creatures, you know. Rhyme or free doesn't matter.